Dear students, today's video is on IELTS writing. It is on an essay. Every Saturday I make videos on essays. To see the essays I did earlier, you can visit my channel Excellence the Ideal Class or my Facebook or Instagram page with the same name. And in case you want a video with a detailed explanation on essays, it is video number 24. Now coming to today's essay, first let me tell you, in IELTS you have to write your essays in 250 to 270 words in 4 to 6 paragraphs, and the suggested time is 40 minutes. In the first paragraph we always write the introduction, the background and the thesis statement. In the middle paragraphs the main ideas, and in the last paragraph the conclusion. Let us see the question we have got for today. Education is needed for the growth of an individual and society. What should education contain to fulfill this purpose? So this essay is basically about the functions of a good education, or the elements that should be there in good education. Now, first of all, we will write the introduction. In the introduction, we will write two statements. The first is the background statement that introduces the topic, and the next is the thesis statement which introduces your idea, what you are going to write about the essay, which always depends on the question. Let me read the introduction for you. Good education lays the foundation of good life and society. So this was the question, and things it ought to encompass to serve this purpose have been written below. This is the thesis statement, that what I am going to write, the elements it should contain. Ought to means should, encompass means include. Now you can take some time to read this introduction. See the points I have put, the language I have used. Now, in the first paragraph, I have written the first two important elements that should be there in good education. Firstly, good education aims at building character to make students good human beings and law-abiding citizens, so that they lead a righteous life and care for others, which will help to make a peaceful and crime-free society. Secondly, it focuses on developing intelligence and thinking to make students independent, have their own thought process and personality, and do not follow others blindly or become part of the herd mentality, as it can be dangerous for a society. The word abide by means to follow rules or laws. Righteous means that is morally correct. And here there is a mistake also. I have used short form for don't. We never use short forms in writing. Now you can take some time to read this paragraph. First, see the points I have put. The first point is that good education is that makes people good human beings. Because only if in society there are good human beings, they will think about the growth of their society. They will never do anything wrong or indulge in any kind of crime. So good education is value based. And secondly, a very important function of education is that it develops the intelligence of the students and also helps in the development of their thinking, so that they have their own thought process. They do things in their own way. They have their own thinking about things, and they do not follow others blindly or become a part of the herd mentality. Herd mentality means to follow others blindly, to do what others are doing in the society, whether without thinking whether it is right or wrong. So first you read the points that I have put, and after that see the language that I have used. Dear students, there's a lot of planning and thinking that goes into writing an essay, so that whatever ideas you write, there's sense and connectivity. And secondly, whatever language you are using, there should be sense and connectivity in that also. Now in the next paragraph, I have written the next two important functions of a good education. Thirdly, good education teaches all the critical life skills that people need in dealing with real life situation, and provides them every kind of exposure, so that along with academics there is emphasis on sports and extracurricular activities also. Fourthly, these days creating awareness about environmental problems to make students sensitive towards nature should also be the aim of education. Now, we go to schools, colleges, so that we are prepared for real life situations. So, this should be the next aim of good education, that it should teach all those skills, provide all that knowledge that is needed in their real life later on. Because theory is of no use if you can't apply it practically in your life. And fourthly, if we talk about today's time, education should also make children aware about the environmental problems so that we nurture a generation that is sensitive towards environment and tries to protect it. Now you can take some time. First read the points that I have put, that the important function of education is to prepare us for real life situations and also to save our environment. And after that, pay attention to the language that I have used. Now, in the last paragraph, I have written the conclusion. Eventually, education has a very significant role in the growth of a person and society, for which it should contain all the above mentioned elements. In the conclusion, we don't have to write any new points, and your conclusion should always match the thesis. Now, you can take some time to read this conclusion, see the points I have put and the language that I have used. Dear students, there is lot of planning and thinking that is needed when you are doing your writing. First, when you are planning your ideas, so that there is sense and connectivity. And secondly, a lot of planning when you are writing, the language you use, so that there is sense and connectivity. And in case you want to prepare well for your IELTS exam, you can join my class. I have given my contact number at the beginning. You can also subscribe my channel, where you will find a lot of content that will help you in exam preparation. Content related to speaking, writing with answers, and grammar and vocabulary as well. I hope that you find today's video useful and informative and have enough content for this essay. What are the functions or what is the aim of good education? And I hope, and in case you have any suggestions to make these videos better, you are more than welcome. Thank you very much.